I got a couple of I got a couple of NBA takes I want to make while I'm driving home. I went out, I was watching the finals. First of all, shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. Um, I had OKC winning. I lost that bet. Um, little hoop talk, bro. Little hoop talk, bro. On the way home, I'm just chilling. The light off right here, it's a little better. I ain't trying to make it too crazy. Just vibing, man. I'm just vibing. I'm just sitting here thinking about. I'm sitting here thinking about the NBA Finals coming up. You know, the Spurs just beat the OKC Thunder, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I had the Thunder winning because I felt like they were the better team. I think that they are. So I feel like the Thunder will be back. And for one, I'm just excited about basketball again. Like the NBA is looking like it's about to become, hopefully this rivalry between the Spurs and the Thunder can become something worthwhile. Um, I feel like the Knicks might win the finals this year, which could also make things interesting because the Knicks play NBA Finals style basketball. So I feel like, this will be exciting if the Knicks win the finals and they just won the midseason tournament. Like that'll mean a lot more. It'll mean a lot more for the Knicks to win the NBA Finals because they won the midseason tournament than if the Spurs win. Everyone's just gonna say, "Well, it's because you got Wemby and he's taller than everybody." And the one analogy that I can say about Wemby is that Wemby's like the disadvantage or advantage for him. It's like when you play your nephew or your niece or whoever, somebody, fifth grade, they small, you a grown person, they shoot the ball, you block the shit out their shot. You supposed to block their shot all the time. You know, you play your little nephew in the little video game, you're supposed to kill him. You're supposed to kill him. Wemby is doing that to these guys because he is literally taller than everybody. But he's still a kid. And that's why I think the Knicks can actually win the finals. Um, I don't think they will. I got the Spurs, but I had the Thunder originally because Shea's pace and the way that he plays is a lot more um like it's a lot more consistent, but he kind of looked a little tired to me personally. Um I'm sure it's got to be a lot to compete at that high level year after year. I mean, it wasn't just this year and then the last year they won the championship. OKC has been competing for championships for like 2 or 3 years. So Shea was looking a little tired. I think that he's the one that kind of needed to take the L today to get his energy back. And I think that the main take I want to make tonight on my way home is that Giannis will be in OKC this summer. There is no question about it. I believe that he was. I'm not reading nobody's mind. I'm not in nobody's camps. But if I was in the Giannis camp or if I was him myself, I would have been waiting to see who needs a motherfucker like me for me to come out there and do what I've already done. Giannis has already won a championship. He's already proven that he's a capable person to lean on. And the thing about Giannis is that he's not really looking. I mean, maybe he's looking for big markets, but what's a big market to a guy like Giannis? OKC is going to feel amazing for him to hear that crowd, for him to have those moments. There was a play tonight in the game. Shout out to Hartenstein is dumb nice. I fuck with Hartenstein. I think that he's gonna be a great player going forward. But he tried to dunk on somebody today, and I just knew he was not gonna make this dunk. I was like, and I said it, I was like, please dunk on him. Cause I was hoping he was gonna make the dunk, but that's not his game. Giannis was gonna dunk on him. On I think it was I can't remember who it was from San Antonio, but it was on a fast break toward the end of the game in the fourth quarter. Hartenstein came, he stole the ball, great steal, and then he went to try to dunk on somebody, and he missed the dunk because you knew he was gonna miss the dunk. Giannis was gonna finish that dunk, and finishing that dunk might have ignited a comeback for OKC in that moment because you realize, oh, we good. And today it just felt like Shea, especially with J Dub on the court, it looked a little weird. Shout out to OKC, man. The Thunder have so many players that are like more than serviceable, but the Spurs were the better team. The Spurs were definitely a better team, and they have the best player, and that is only the tall. I mean, he playing on a Fisher Price run, bro. So my take on the hoop, as I'm pulling up to my crib, is this: Wembanyama is the new face of the league. They're gonna copy him. In the next 5 years, you're gonna see a bunch of 7-foot niggas trying to dribble and dunk and do all the cool stuff, but it's not gonna happen because Wembanyama has a skill and a touch that's unteachable to a person his size, I would imagine, pause. But I would also say that um I would also say that the rubber could meet the road in the finals, and that could, in fact, win this finals. This is going to be one of the most important NBA finals of all time in basketball history because now you got a situation where you got the small guard theory versus the tallest motherfucker on earth. You got depth versus depth, meaning the Spurs got De'Aaron Fox. You know, D Fox get to match up with Carl Anthony Towns, who's gonna win that matchup. You got Brunson, who's a ball dominant guard, but is he gonna make the plays to get his other guys involved? Because you got you literally are playing against a tree, nigga. So it's like now you got to work your game out. So who's gonna have the mental advantage in the finals? Who's gonna have the depth advantage in the finals? Coaching, who's gonna make the adjustments within the game? Meaning, Mike Woody, we looking at you, but then we got a young coach who's making a name for himself out in San Antonio, and then obviously we have the star of the show, Wembanyama, who, okay, if this is your league, Wemby, the Spurs they gotta sweep the Knicks. If the Knicks win one game, that's a victory for them. Because they really got no business, in my opinion, from a basketball standpoint. You gotta win the best out of 7 games. The best out of 7 games means that, okay, fine. JB might go off for one game. Allen Iverson did that against the Lakers, who were way better, who were already like way more stacked. The Spurs are way more stacked. And the Knicks got some names, and the Knicks did do their thing, and they can make some noise. But this is damn near the Spurs finals to lose because they got the best player on the court. Wembanyama is the tallest, most skilled player on the court. And the best player for the Knicks is the smallest player. So Carl Anthony Towns would have to go for 40 every game. Carl Anthony Towns, Obi would have to go for 30. Uh Mikal Bridges, I need a 30-point game. Like they're gonna have to play out of their minds for the Knicks to win versus a team out west, San Antonio, who even tonight, Vic only had like 24 points, but they won because Champagne come in with the 20. Because you got Vassell, because you got D Fox. Now D Fox and D Fox is proven. You think D Fox not don't taste blood? So the favorites in every game will always be San Antonio because they are the better team. But the Knicks, the hype, all that shit is gonna play effect. So I feel like I'm not mad if the Knicks ever have like from a betting standpoint, I'm not mad if the Knicks ever have a like an advantage on the spread, but that'll only be at home. And you think, okay, so you want Victor at the Garden? He might go for 40. He looks angry. And I think he took down his arch nemesis tonight. The OKC Thunder, Shea, Chet, J Dub. Last hot take from me, and I'm going to sleep. I said this earlier. It's kind of obvious, but if Giannis were to go to OKC, that would mean that, in my opinion, you got Chet and Hartenstein are the like two main commodities that you can move. I would be moving Chet. I would say, hey, Chet and J Dub can go. Chet and J Dub can go for Giannis even kill, and I can keep. Remember, OKC's got those draft picks. They want to stay a dynasty. So OKC, Sam Presti, all those guys. This loss is they damn near mad. They damn near happy they lost because okay, bet now we got a reason, we got a narrative. We can help Chet and J Dub make more money. We can set them up. They already won a championship, so they're going to be worth a lot more on another team. And then they could get younger. They can build a team around Shea. They never really built a team around any person. They just brought players together and and that's basically what the Spurs did this year. The Spurs basically brought players together, but they did low key build around Wembanyama. If the Thunder come back and build around Shea, that involves bringing someone like Giannis in the equation. If they can't get someone like Giannis, maybe they do look at Devin Booker. Maybe they do look at whoever they can grab to say, hey, we just need somebody else that's getting ready to, we just need a passenger. I'm in, Shea's in the driver's seat in OKC, but we need a passenger because Shea tonight proved to me that he's ready to drive. And he played his heart out. I mean, from what I gather, Victor Wembanyama has the potential to be the best player of all time. If I'm Shea and I lost to a guy like him, I'm not. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm not. No, I mean it's cool. We'll come back next year. We'll try it again. We got as far as we could get. We won last year. They had to beat us, and they did that. You know what I mean? But I think that this NBA Finals right now is in the modern era of NBA basketball, which I love. I think that this is the most important NBA Finals of all time. Last year was kind of a dud from a rating standpoint, right? It was two small market teams. But this time it's different. The Knicks is involved. The Knicks is probably one of the biggest markets in the league. The Knicks made the finals. Everybody's gonna watch the finals this year. If the Knicks get swept, or worse, if they sweep the Spurs, is it a good finals? So I don't have any predictions on the NBA finals yet because I haven't watched enough basketball between those two players. Pardon me, those two teams. But the two players that come to my mind is obviously going to be it roll the ball out. Victor versus Jalen Brunson. Who wins? Victor. So I guess on record, I would say that the Spurs are the new NBA champions. If the Knicks somehow find a way to win the finals without barring injury, I'll be a Knicks fan. I swear I will become a Knicks fan. The Knicks will be my favorite team. I'll move to New York. I will I moved to Baltimore. I wasn't from here. Everybody think I'm a Ravens fan all of a sudden. I like the Ravens, but I'm a fan of players. I'm a fan of the business. But no, um, Knicks, Spurs. My prediction today, right now, and this could change because I haven't seen anything. But I think the Spurs want it back in blood from the little, whatever the little, what the half season, the in season tournament game, and Jalen Brunson is good, but he's not. I'm not rolling. Any other team, bro? I got the Knicks. I would have thought. I thought the Knicks were gonna beat the Thunder. The Knicks would have. He was gonna get Shea and them out of here. But you seeing something different. You seeing something that you can't really you can't scout Victor Wembanyama, bro, and you can't scout the other guys on that team that are just so consistently like they're motivated. Stefan Castle is motivated. Vassell, and then D Fox whole time is doing what we wanted James Harden to do. James Harden, we wanted him to go to Cleveland, go out there and get his. We wanted James Harden to go to Cleveland and get his experience on. Be like, hey man, we good. Yeah, I've been here before. Don't be nervous. It's good. We wanted to see James Harden make shots and make plays that were, and he did do that by the way, but they scouted him out. He's older. D Fox is not in that situation, and D Fox is gonna win one of them games in the finals. He's gonna go for 30. One game, it's gonna be the D Fox show. Cause this is my he gonna be it's my moment now. It's my moment. I can do. And it's sometimes a player like him, that's all you need, DeMar DeRozan, I think about guys like him that we root for. We root for guys like them to actually have their moment. D Fox is in that situation to have his moment. On the Knicks side, obviously it's Karl Anthony Towns. We know he's gonna ball. The Knicks are not the best team. They're the better team is the Spurs. I think that I'm gonna go if I'm making an NBA Finals prediction right now, I'm saying Spurs in 6 because I'll give the Knicks 2 games, but they might get swept low key. Gentlemen sweep at that. So you heard it here first on BJR. I'm gonna start doing more of these lives if they make more sense. I'm just hanging out, chilling. There's no one in the car with me. Uh, I'm just hanging out and I hop on YouTube and I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.